Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 31st, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang's 3 basic methods. I have a couple things that we're going to work on this morning. We're going to do a little bit of leg stretch, and we're going to pay a little bit more attention to creeping snake. It's harder to do, and we are going to work on it. I am going to work on it this morning, so yeah, come on along. I'm also going to say just real quick, very, very quickly, 2 things. First, I'm late this morning. I started, it's getting up close to 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. And there are a couple things that are going on that are real difficult distraction from what I really like to be doing, which is the second thing that I'm going to talk about. I've been writing a science fiction story that includes martial arts. Of course it does, it has to. And some of what I teach. So there's a part of the philosophy, there's a part of the folklore, and there's a part of the actual, here's what we're doing, we're going to do this. With that in mind, I'm going to do something probably today, because it seems like this is what I'm doing. The first chapter in my first book, there's 5 books. Okay, theme is Sheng Yi. 5 elements, right? 5 books, 5 elements. The characters are actually the 5 elements. But human, sort of. Mostly. It's fun. It's a fun story. Alright, so what I'm going to do today is read it, the first chapter. I've read parts of it. There's some of it that I've posted. It's on the channel. I've done it with video. I'm not sure if I'm going to do video or just audio. I'm planning just audio. But there are a couple of fight scenes that I'm going to show. Here's the technique. That was one of the fight scenes. That was it. Done. That was it. That's part of the point. It's just done. Alright, so in this case, there's 2 people in this one fight scene. The other one is here. And he's done. The first one is China. The second one was Fair Lady Works the Shuttles from Yang Style Tai Chi. It's in the book. It's in the story. Alright, so I'm going to record that later on. Right now, Wudang's 3 basic methods. Alright, we need to, I did that lightly, so it wouldn't hurt me. Because I haven't warmed up yet. Feet about shoulder width apart. Bend the knees, open the arms, drop shoulders, hands circle to the front. Back around to both sides, up along center line. And yes, I'm moving this along. Here we go. Roll up. Relax as you extend. Relax as you roll up. Pay attention to loosening the joints. And back to center. Okay, in order to do a couple of the things that I'm going to try and do this morning, I have to stretch my legs. So, on the floor. Okay, first one. Your choice, right foot on the outside, left foot on the outside. I'm not putting a requirement on this. I've always put my right foot on the outside. And what we're gonna do is just lean forward a little bit, as much as you can, right? So up, and take your chest forward, okay? So you want your chin on the floor. Well, you can put your nose on the floor, but chin is better. More of a stretch through the hips here, and that's what I'm going for right now. Lean forward as you press down on the knee, gently. Okay, turn the elbows up so that you're supporting the weight of your body, and push more to stretch the muscles in the back of the hip. These are the gluteals, except that we're paying attention to the smaller ones, not the big one. Okay, and stretch forward. All right, both feet to the front. Slide back here a little bit. Grab your toes. Do not twist. Toes come straight to you. You will feel it through the back of your heel. The back of your leg should feel it. Okay? Should be straight. Keep your feet straight. Do not pull your feet to one side or the other. You don't want to do that. Just straight. Pull the toes to you and pull yourself toward them. And release it. Sit up and reach out. Grab them again. All right. More of the work through the back of the legs here. Less of the work through pulling. This is not a pulling exercise. Okay. All right. Next one. And be careful as you set that your legs are in a position that is okay. Right now, I've got more tension on the inside of my left leg than I should have. Not sure why. And as I'm sitting here, I'm trying to find out. I'm looking at that muscle and what's going on here in the leg, and looking at my knee, and what is this, and why is this really uncomfortable? Not sure, but it is. So I bent my knee, right? I'm gonna work the other leg for a minute, see if that was just maybe a cramp or something. All right, so same idea. Do not pull one direction or the other. It goes straight over the foot, nose to your knee. And hold, and come back up. All right, now grab the ankle and pull. As you pull up and reach out over the leg so that your nose goes to somewhere out over here, your knee. You don't really want to try and touch your knee. It's too close. You want to go further. Yeah, okay? And let's see about the other leg. How are we doing over here? Oh, yeah, it's better. It's still not great, but it's better. All right, and turn, twist to that leg. All right. Some things are just not probably going to happen today. That's okay. Right leg to the back, left leg to the front. And push here. Go that way. You should feel it right here. Just a little bit. All right, and back on the other side. And just a little bit. Okay, I know where I found it. All right, and come on up. All right. Why are we now? Yeah, I am going to get up. I was thinking about staying down there for a second because we are going back down, but I just think about it for a second. The difficulty in my left leg has to do with something that I did last year and still need to work on. Okay, so I've talked about this repeatedly, and I'm going to say it again. The idea that we can do something today, right now, maybe, maybe not. It depends on the body condition. It depends on what we've done. It depends on our preparation. Right? I just did preparation for some of what I'm going to do this morning. Some other part of it I'm going to have to be careful with because I realize that I still need to deal with this injury. There's parts of it that I haven't dealt with yet, and I need to work on that. All right. Creeping snake. This is why we're on the floor, right? Now, what should happen, right? As I drop, right here, I have to be able to go all the way down and extend the leg. So as I get further down, this leg pushes further forward. Yeah, I'm going to try. Yeah, I think so. Well, I can sit, right? Where I should be is not here, but it's close. Okay? So as I come up, right? I have to be able to do that. I currently do not have, and here I am, I currently do not have the leg strength to do that. That's where it goes. Not me. Not where I'm going today. All right? Today, from here, sink, extend, push through. So keep your weight on your back leg. Push through and come on up. Right? The more you can keep your weight to the back, the better. Okay? And I'm gonna say something here real quick, just because the level of practice and the physical strength for Wudang's 3 basic methods is considerable. These are not trivial moves. There's only 3 of them. There's only 3 of them. All right, and this idea that, oh well, you know, she can't even do that. You can even do that one move. You try it. Go ahead. All right, so the physical part of the move, right? What am I doing in this move? Where am I? All right, I'm here. Sink. I'm gonna go on the left here. Left. Sink. Sink onto the left. My hip has to be back far enough that I can actually get down there as I'm moving. Right? This creeping snake got its name for a reason. Shingle creeps along the ground. Come up, turn, set, and down again. Don't lean. And again. This along the leg, up, turn the foot. Right here. As I come up, I'm going to turn the foot just a little bit. so that I'm ready for the other side. Now I'm looking at the camera over here, and I'm looking at what I'm not paying attention. One more time. All right. Turn it just a little bit, so that as you come up, you're ready to come down on the other side. That little bit of adjustment in the placement of the foot lets you open the hips sufficiently that if you've got the strength to get down there and come back up, you can do it. Okay? This is leg strength, a lot of strength in the hip, and it requires full flexibility through the hip to be able to do this. It's not all of this, and again, that is not it's not an all of a sudden I can do this kind of a thing. I'm going to do one set, and I'm going to talk about this one set. Okay, one more time. Pay attention to my back. I do shift forward. I'm not straight up and down. And I have a couple other issues that I need to pay attention to. Right? I'm leaning. You can't be leaning. Right? If my hips are open enough, right? But I'm not in the correct position, and I'm not holding in the way that I have to. It's not a Terry said this. It's not I'm me saying this. This is the physiology, this is the physics of movement. You got to do certain things. It's got to be done a certain way because that's the only way the body's going to move. That's the only way it's going to happen. Okay? So the only way that I'm going to get all the way down is right here. Sit back and keep going. And that's about where I get before I start leaning. Here. Alright? Alright? Straight up and down. And I'm going to say this real quick. That one move is not trivial either, what I just did. Even though I'm leaning, it's not easy to do that. If you are 3 years old, it's very easy. If you are a person who has been raised, is part of one of any of dozens, hundreds of cultures in Asia. This is a move that you do every day. That up and down every day. That's how you get, that's your seating arrangement. It is. So, in practice, if I've already got this flexibility, yeah, okay, let's do that. Great. I don't have that flexibility, right? I don't. When I first started learning, right, I'm accustomed to having a chair to sit on back here. There's no chair. Where are you going to sit? It's a little bitty chair. Okay, I need to go lower. Okay, no chair. Okay, well, here we are. Now what are we going to do? Okay, and little by little I got to where this was sort of comfortable. Not really, but it was okay. I could manage. I did laundry. I could do all kinds of things. As I've gotten older, yeah, not so much, but that same flexibility in the hip, and even though it's not quite there yet, having some of that leg strength makes a huge difference in what I'm able to show today. Now, what I could do 6 months ago, yeah, not the same. Seriously. All right. One more time. Creeping snake, and then we're going to work on a little bit on coiling snake. Okay? Creeping snake, set on the right, ready to left. Right hand up. Cover your head. Ready, and set. Extend. Follow the leg. Sink. Extend, follow the leg, and turn around. Hold. Right here. Same move. Same move. This went a little too far back here. Alright. That's better. Same move. The extent of the movement has relationship to your physical health, how open, how closed your joints are, how strong your muscles are. The intent behind the move, what we're trying to do, what we should be paying attention to, the direction of the movement and the shape of the movement, those can all be adjusted. I'm not on the ground, but my intent is the same, right? My direction, pretty much the same. The extent, right, is less. I'm here, not here, right? Same direction, same move, same idea behind it, and fundamentally the same energy, the same effort. The development that we need, right, for this move, that move, we can use the movements themselves. We can use other movements to help. Floor stretches. I got to do some floor stretches. I'm not going to get up and do these moves without doing some floor stretches, right? We can do other things that will enhance our ability to learn and work with these moves. Okay? Coiling snake. We have the same, almost the same, movement in our Wudang Qigong. Okay, that twist to go down is fundamentally the same. Raise the hands, a little bit different, right? We have step, turn down, and then we have another step out. This step out, notice that, we're going to go back and forth here a couple of times. Notice that Yeah, here I am. Here. This hand. Tucking down. As I come up, turns over so that both hands separate and this splits out, this comes across. Right? Don't stick your thumb out. No thumb. It will hurt. It will. Keep your thumb in so your hand's flat. Know this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Not a good thing to do. It will break your thumb, actually, if you try to do that. You want to keep your thumb in. All right. Back and forth a couple of times on the right side. Right foot up. Right hand out. Left hand to the right shoulder, or excuse me, right elbow. Both palms up. Twist. Sink. Come up. Step out. Up. Twist. Come up. Step out. And turn around and go the other side. On the left. Twist. Step. Up. Down. Up. Sink. Come up. Sink. And out. All right, relax. It's hard work. Kung Fu. Hard work. That's what Kung Fu means. Hard work. All the way down. All right. As we twist down. Yeah, I need help. But here we go. Here. Yeah. Except that I wouldn't be sitting. I'd still be on my legs. And able to come back up without using my hands. Now, that was much better than other times when I have done this. Right? So little by little, I'm doing exactly what I keep talking about. Building up my strength. Can I do this today? How much can I do today? What's my limit? What feels comfortable? What doesn't? I have to know. I can't. How can I develop if I don't know, right? So, this feels comfortable? All right, let me do that. Why does it feel comfortable? What is going on physically for that movement to feel comfortable? Now, what do I need to do in this movement? How can I make that comfortable? Well, I need a little more work on this leg and quite a lot more work on this hip. Because as we sink down, this is what has to hold to keep me going down. It's not the knee. It's partly the back of the leg. And it's mostly the hip, the chest, and the shoulder, the upper back, on the side that I have my weight. Pull up, hold everything, and sink down. Where am I positioned? No? Yeah? If I try and go straight down here, I can't get there. Won't happen. If I set back just a little bit, and you can feel it. You set back just a little bit, you can feel the tension through this side of the hip. That's where you got to be. That up and down, it's got to be there. The more we pay attention to that body alignment, the more we pay attention to what we can do, what we are trying to do, and how do we close the gap between, right? I want to be able to do this. I can't do it today. What am I going to do? Well, practice, right? But more than just practice, figuring out what you're doing, how you're doing it, and then looking at what this movement, or this art, in the case of Tai Chi or Bagua or Xing, what do these movements give us? Creeping snake. That's a great move. That's a great move. Right? Protect your head. This twist is much more effective, especially against a stronger opponent, because it's turning. I'm not trying to go straight. I've got a twist, and I can bring my entire body into it. Elbow stays down. This really holds down. No, not unless I'm trying to use it. And I wouldn't do that because it exposes all of this. Bad move. That'll do. This better. All right, so three guesses what my target might be here. Okay? Opportunities all the way up. And again, that change of direction through the upper body combined with what we're doing in the lower body. Snake creeps along the ground. That image is part of what we want to include in the movement. Coiling snake. Yeah, the coiling snake. Opportunities in push hands for some of this, and also all kinds of things that, well, we can pay attention to, right? Each of these three moves, I'm going to review all of them again tomorrow. Dragon step, coiling snake, creeping snake, has its special character, has its intrinsic value in developing the full range of movement that we have. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my best to be here on time-ish more. 3 methods again tomorrow. Thursday and Friday, Wudang Qigong. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.